What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope everyone is coping as best as they can do during this very strange period of time. It's been a few days since I've had a proper workout. Obviously all the gyms out here in Dubai are closed. So what I'm going to be doing today is going on a little bit of a road trip. I've had a few people message me telling me that the gyms in Abu Dhabi are actually still open. And it turns out Abu Dhabi is roughly an hour away from Dubai. So I will be going on a road trip and checking out a gym called Oxygen. I've actually heard of this place before, looks unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to, first of all, checking it out, and second of all, getting a solid workout in. Touchdown Abu Dhabi. Craig, the driver, is joining me. We just stopped off at a little cafe. Some would say it's an anabolic cafe. I wonder what they have inside. You don't sell steroids?
Any train coffee?
Only the name is steroid.
Oh, we must be in the wrong place again.
That's a dangerous looking assault bike.
Gotta get the car you win. Doesn't matter. Corona or not, we will get there.
So that was interesting.
That woman's not impressed in the slightest.
I'm genuinely interested to know if you try to open a place in England or Ireland called Steroid Cafe.
I don't think you'd get a great response.
Yeah, I don't think that's allowed. Craig can't get in, he doesn't have a fingerprint.
I'm not joking, I'm actually don't. It's a genetic thing. See?
What a very, very sick gym this is. Probably one of the best gyms I've ever been to. The amount of equipment in here is mind-blowing. In fact, it's actually split into sections based on what muscle group you're training. So right now, we're in the back section. There's a leg section, an arm section, chest, and shoulders. Pretty ridiculous. 150-pound dumbbells. Surprise, surprise, there's no one in the CrossFit area.
This is a good wrist movement. I like to implement this in once a week.
It's probably arm wrestling.
Yeah, it's a good practice. You want arm wrestle? You want arm wrestle?
So we discovered this little contraption for forearms. Not the most enjoyable.
So next in the top 10 pump exercises ever, we have a solid hour and a bit journey, and the man has come to get a forearm pump.
So today's session we're going to do back and probably do some biceps as well. Because I haven't trained for a few days, I'm going to make this one a big session. I'm going to appreciate this session. It's mad when you're not being for a few days how much you appreciate being back in a gym again. So today's session, I'm basically going to be picking out some of the maddest pieces of equipment and trying them out. Like, look at this one. This is the wildest T-bar row I've ever seen. Change the setting to the width. This moves as well. What a delightful piece of kit. I don't know what it is about this machine, but it is hitting the spot massively. Whenever I'm pulling it down, I can just feel every part of my back contracting. Getting a really good squeeze on it as well. So the next one we're going to do is a bent over row, but this little contraption here, which I've never seen before, is going to make it completely different. I'm going to basically take my lower back out of the equation, which is ideal, so I can just focus on the upper back, mid back completely and go to complete failure. Now, I could position myself like this. Seems a little bit wrong though, so I'm going to stand on my feet either side. So one of the dilemmas we're actually faced with is there's about 8 different variations of preacher curl machines.
This one, it's nice.
Yeah, so we just had a little play around and decided that this one felt extra naughty on the biceps. But if there's any downsides about this gym, I'd probably say that there's too much selection. So whichever wizard came up with this, give yourself a pat on the back. I'm trying to figure out if this is like made by Watson. There's a lot of machines here which is hammer strength, but the other ones don't have any labels. I've never seen any kind of contraption like this before in my life. There we go, killing all the germs. He's doing a top job. Top job.
Between sets you clean?
Even in between the sets, they'll clean the machine. Yeah, back at it again. Craig was sat on there, so you need to spend a good 10 minutes on that one.
Yeah, it is quite infected. So to you, I sound the same as... Yeah.
Apparently we sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
We sound the same.
Yeah. So Mike is actually from Cork, and he's lied his entire life. So thank you for clearing that up and letting YouTube know the truth about Mike.
Apparently I'm Irish.
Yeah.
I think one thing I've noticed about being in this gym is people don't really like being on camera.
Or interacting with other humans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Sick gym, interesting vibe. I don't think they're used to vloggers coming in here. Or maybe white people. There aren't many white people in here. And we're back in Dubai after spending another hour in the car. 2 hours, there and back, plus gym time. That's like half my day. It's really not the most productive way I want to be spending my time, but that was worth it for sure. I did enjoy that experience. Very cool gym. The selection of machinery was mad. It would have been a wasted opportunity if I just used dumbbells or barbells. But the big question is, am I going to continue to go there in the future? It's a good question, and I am sure there's a lot of people out there to be like, Mike, why are you being so irresponsible? Why are you going to that gym when you should really be staying at home, avoiding contact with people? You could potentially be putting not only yourself at risk, but other people at risk, that's a valid point. I mean, I'd be willing to take the hit. If I caught it and I had to suffer, then, you know, that's my fault. I have to deal with that. But the big thing is if I catch it, but I show no symptoms. See, if that was the case, like a lot of other people who could potentially be carrying but not showing any symptoms, they could be passing it on to other people, spreading it further, and obviously there's going to be people that will be catching it and they're not going to deal with it very well, and they may end up dying, or at least putting a lot of strain on the healthcare system. So that is why everyone is being advised to stay at home. So yeah, it is a sticky situation, but I tell you what, I have never been to a gym so clean in my life. They were literally wiping down every single bit of kit, even when I was touching it in between sets. And there was a team of 5 of them going around. I would strongly argue that there's many public places and even supermarkets that are dirtier than that, right? Full of people queuing up, getting food. You probably got a higher risk of catching something being somewhere like that than being in that gym. And it wasn't even busy either. But anyway, we'll see what I'll do. I'm gonna have a think about it. But cool experience either way. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope you're all keeping safe, keeping busy, keeping positive. That's the most important thing right now. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next video.